Hello, Leo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, Leo, I went ahead and started shuffling, and you actually got the Between the Worlds card. It's the number 3. Could be connected. You could be connecting to a Gemini. Otherwise, this is about communications. It's about, things coming to light. And it's about you coming out of, this place of maybe you don't have a big understanding of like where things are going. And I feel like there is a light that is being shown on, showing you the way, basically. The number 3 talks about transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There it is. That's what I was talking about. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thought, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. So this has a lot to do with building. I feel like you've been building a lot this week. I feel like, really coming into a lot of relationships that can help you build. Your whole relationship house is built up. Literally. I mean, you've got Saturn there, you've got Jupiter there, you still have Mercury there that is getting ready to transition out soon. And then you also have the dark moon there right now. So it's like a lot of you don't even know where relationships are going, okay? But there's definitely a redefinement in relationships. The relationship message says this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are at a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. So for a lot of you, it's like you need to walk away from certain relationships. It's like you need to clean up your relationship house altogether, Leo, period. There's certain relationships that you're going to have to work with, and it's like you act like you can do everything all by yourself, but that's what other people are here for, and that's why your 7th house is Aquarius. It rules other people. It's like you keep trying to do everything on your own, and I've got this, and I can build this on my own. That's great. But when Saturn is sitting in the 7th house, it's asking you how can you utilize other people so that you can actually get the help that you need. It's one thing to be able to do it all on your own, but it's another thing when you involve others. Okay, so that's what I'm really getting here, especially when it comes to building things, building businesses, any of that. But also when it has to do with like romantic relationships or even friendships for that matter. It's like, are you closing yourself off, or do you still have people waiting for you that maybe aren't good for you anymore? It's like you need to clean that up. Yep, there it is. You just got the King of Swords. And I feel like I just saw another one flip. Maybe I did not. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, so with that said, you did just get the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is just that. He's somebody who's very analytical. He thinks really well on his feet. This can be an air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, so there's that 7th house again. So I do want to say that there's something here about communications, all right, Leo? And we'll see what this is all about. So Spirit, please show me for the Leos for the week of March 12th. Okay. 5 of Swords. So yeah, some type of conflict. 5 of Swords is, and this is the challenge, I feel like it's conflict. I feel like, with the 5 of Swords, nobody wins in that situation. It's like people get their feelings hurt no matter what. It's like whether you're getting your feelings hurt or someone else is getting their feelings hurt, Leo, I do feel like there's somebody here who, there's a challenge of walking away, okay, and realizing that. What's keeping you grounded is the high priestess. And again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. You don't even know where your relationships are going. You have no clue. It's like you just got to be willing to step out, okay? Step out of whatever situation this is. And, you know, you may have to come into things blindly. So we got the Page of Swords. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what you got. You got the World card. There it is. Endings and completions. What's on your mind is where you want to invest your time, your energy, your efforts, all of those things, Leo. We got the Two of Pentacles. And one more card. There it is. Karma card in reverse, which is the Judgment card, and the Page of Cups. Leo, there's someone here who wants to, you know, extend their love, extend their lighthearted energy to you. I feel like maybe this could definitely be a surprise, you know, and I feel like maybe somebody here, there's definitely, you know, maybe between you and somebody it went cold. And then, like I said, I feel like you need to open yourself up to you know, just some lighthearted loving energy. And I feel like, you know, this could have something to do with your children, Leo, but like I said, I do feel like this could have a lot to do with business as well. You know, you do have a lot of major arcana here. You have the High Priestess here, the World card here, the Chariot card, and then the Magician, as well as the Karma card in the reverse, which would normally be the Judgment card. So that's a lot of major life lessons that you guys are learning. And I'm not surprised, especially with Saturn and like all the planets that I said that are in your relationship house. You guys are kind of being pummeled right now, you know, and you will be until 2023 when it comes to relationships. You know, this is, you know, what is it that you want to invest your time, your energy, you know, your love even, you know, it's like all the things that you're learning right now. It's time to take flight. Why is the High Priestess here, Spirit? Oh, Tower coming down, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, maybe intuitively there's like a sudden epiphany. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know if you just heard the car horn honk, but that was not a coincidence, but especially when we have the car here. But I feel like, you know, maybe somebody like just there was some type of a random event that happened, and maybe, you know, somebody showed up that I want to say somebody showed up. Somebody here showed up, and it's somebody here who has not let go. And I feel like they want to give more energy to this situation. But I feel like you're having to have great strength when it comes to making decisions. And like I said, it's like, you know, you're getting things done, you know. Here's the Leo card right here, you know, trying to have the courage, trying to have the strength, you know, really, I feel like you almost need to take a rest. It's like you need to sit back and rest is what I'm getting out of this. And it's like before you start making decisions on where you want to invest your time. But like I said, I feel like there's things that you need to put down, you know, and I do feel like, you know, there are people who want to help you invest in this situation. Why are you showing up as the King of Swords? Yeah, there it is. Six of Cups, Three of Cups, Six of Wands. So some type of victory here when it comes to something from the past. Or you're being cocky. For some of you, it's cockiness. There's some type of conflict here, especially with the Five of Swords, some type of conflict that needs to end that maybe has not ended. And like I said, I feel like you need to end certain situations. And then there's other people here who are like, hey, you know, I'm still here, you know, but I feel like you don't even give those people the time of day, Leo. And that's the challenge. The World card is endings, completions, which has a lot to do with fire, you know. Maybe this has a lot to do with work. It's like you're waiting for your ships to come in. And I do feel like they are coming in. You have the opportunity of a brand new beginning, but it's like you have a lot of things that are coming at you. They have a lot of things that are coming at you that need to be ended. New beginnings. The aces are all about new beginnings. They're opportunities of brand new beginnings, but it's after an ending. I do want to say that maybe somebody here is going to be traveling in to come and see you, Leo, as well. Maybe for some of you, Leos, I'm definitely seeing travel, especially with the World card here and the Three of Wands. But, you know, maybe you're conflicted with the Seven of Wands. about this person's, coming in or out or whatever, especially with everything that's going on with the travel bullshit. And I am seeing travel here. So maybe you or someone else is definitely traveling. And why is the Chariot here? 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, somebody... The Chariot is all about like taking back control of your life. The Chariot is about taking back the reins, and it's overcoming obstacles. So I feel like you're overcoming obstacles. With the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you have everything you need. It's like, if you've had any money issues or any of that, I feel like you're doing good here. But maybe, maybe things are a little slow at work, especially because we're in Pisces season, and then we do have that new moon in the 8th house. So maybe it's like, maybe you're just needing to take some time off, take a break, travel, do something. Why is the Magician here, Spirit? It says you have all the tools to manifest. Oh, wow. Okay, so some of you are manifesting a relationship. Some of you are, and this is partnerships. You're overcoming heartache is what you're doing. And so it's like there's a relationship here, but I do want to say that I do feel like there is a third party here. And I feel like there's a choice between a third party. Because the Empress can be the other woman or the other man. It is a general reading. Or it can be a mother-like figure. Maybe there's some pain, Leo, when it comes to a parent. Why is the Karma card in the reverse? Why is the Judgment in the reverse? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, there is someone here who is wanting a commitment with you. Maybe for some of you, you are waiting on some type of a judgment, some type of a court decision, Leo. But I feel like someone here is offering up some type of a reconciliation, and I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, maybe. It does not have to be. We have Aries, Libra here as well, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. We have all the signs, I guess, so it really doesn't matter. But I do want to say that, at the end of the day, the Judgment is in reverse. And so it's like there hasn't been a final judgment yet. I feel like until you are willing to like set some, something in stone, I feel like it's just going to keep coming back around, whatever this is. It's like you're juggling so many different things. Maybe you're juggling decisions. You're juggling 2 different people. You're juggling, you're juggling around these ideas. Maybe for some of you, you keep people on the back burner and you don't close out cycles. It's like certain cycles have never been closed. It's like you leave them open-ended. Like if it's a relationship, you leave the door wide open. If it's, and it's like you need to close off, no matter how painful the situation is, you need to close off that, it just needs to be closed, where there is no coming back. Spirit, please show me their love life. Show me Leo's love life. Spirit, please show me Leo's love life. Okay, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, if you're so used to, a blonde, maybe you're going to go after a brunette this time. Maybe you're used to someone who's younger, and maybe it's time for you to deal with somebody who's more your age, Yeah, because look, there's 2 different women here even. And it's like the cherub is like trying to point out the one that he's supposed to be with, but he's like, we tend to go after the ones that we're so comfortable with, but we don't actually really look at the one that, is maybe different from your usual type and expectations, that's for sure. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for some of you, number 1, stop going after the guys you're used to and start looking at other people. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And bottom of the deck is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So even if this is like a business partnership, I feel like we have to stop telling the same story. Oh, we can do it all on our own. It's like, when you keep telling people, I can't ever find anybody who's reliable. The universe continues to send you people who are not reliable, because it's like you tend to believe that you can just continue carrying the burden all on your own. And you keep saying the same thing. Oh, nobody can do it as good as I can. Well, then they start sending you people that actually match what you're saying. So I feel like, if you want help and you want the reciprocity, you want a relationship, it's like you got to think outside the box. You got to think outside, sometimes, we find, like I said, we find passion towards one type of person, but when it comes like right down to it, it's like, your Mars energy. Your Mars is what you're attracted to. Your Jupiter is what you'll marry. So keep that in the back of your mind for those of you who do astrology. Mars is the type of guy you're attracted to, and it's usually the person that it never ends up working out with. Your Jupiter is the type of man you're going to marry, or woman, or, man. For a lot of you guys are women who watch me. But it's like, that's what you need to pay attention to, okay? So a little trick here, but you have to release your ex energy. It's like you can't keep the door open, and this is a third party situation. It's like your ex keeps popping back in while you're with someone new, but it's because you never actually closed the door. So, you need to release the ex, release the thoughts of the ex. And it doesn't even have to be an ex. It could be ex-friends. It could be any of those things, I just feel like for a lot of you, Leos, I definitely feel there's a journey for you. I definitely feel like there's relationships out there waiting for you, but that's only if you are willing to just cut it out with past lovers and really start working on your spiritual journey, because that is what the High Priestess is all about. She's all about going on your spiritual journey, and she's all about using your intuition, and she also has information that she doesn't share, and she doesn't always speak up. So it's like, I just feel like you're going to have to decide on what you're doing. And I feel like for a lot of you, I think you're going to choose to be single. Especially if this is a relationship, I think that you're going to choose to be single. And I think that you're going to choose to go on a trip on your own. And I feel like you're definitely going more towards your spiritual journey than you are towards reconciling with people from the past. Anyway, Leo, I love you guys very much. Let me go ahead and give you guys a love card. I almost forgot. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So for those of you who are releasing, someone from the past, or releasing ex, or whatever this is, just know that the one that you are supposed to be with is definitely worth waiting for and going to be better than you've ever experienced. Anyway, Leos, I love you guys very much. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will chat again with you soon. Also, don't forget to check out my link tree in the description box down below. There you can find all the links to all my services and my YouTube, my Instagram, all of those things. Anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful week. We'll chat again soon. Take care.